Môre?
Môre, môre.
In this, the last episode of the series, we travel from Ngepi in the north of Namibia to Ai Ais all the way in the south. We decided to try and avoid the paved roads as much as possible while traveling down through this amazing country. The first place we went through was the Kalahari region. Môre? So we are heading down to Kalahari today, or through the Kalahari National Park, to a place called Minouw Safari Camp. It's about 300 kilometers, but it will take us 8 hours to get there. So it's a two wheels, small little track, sandy, but quite excited. We are actually split up today. Half of the crew is heading down back through Botswana to go back to work. We've got some more time off, so we are, and one more car is heading down through Namibia. We're heading towards Ai Ais, which is our last stop. We will spend a couple of nights. We spent what, 3 days at Ngepi camp, which was absolutely awesome. Really recommend it for anyone coming through. We had a horrible experience at the place in Kasane, and even without that experience, this would still be amazing. So we were on the bank of the river, and weather was nice, great. We just chilled for a couple of days, didn't do much, made poiki twice, so I had a good time. And now we've got a couple of quite long driving days in front of us. We're not seeing any paved roads for about 2-3 days. So we're stocking up in Devundu now, and then heading south. Making some lunch in the Kalahari.
Delicious. Really quickly.
The Kalahari is a vast, rarely visited region in the northeastern part of Namibia. It was by far the most remote place we visited throughout the entire trip. We will definitely be returning to spend an extended period of time here. Making our way through the Kalahari's thick sand took the whole day, and like so many other days, we ended up only getting to camp after dark. at Norma Safari Camp in the middle of the Namibia Bushmanland. It's in the northeasterly part of the country. We stayed here last night. It's run by the San people who stay here. They do like tracking and a whole bunch of stuff that you can go and do with them. And they show you how their culture works and so on and so forth. Actually very nice. There's ablutions, warm showers. They put out wood for you. There's a bunch of campsites for larger groups specifically. And we got here quite late last night. Had a rough day on the road, heading from Kowloon down to here. Took us quite a while to get here. Packing up, heading to Gebabes tonight, staying at a place called Kohoro. And yeah, long day of driving ahead of us again. All packed up. 7 o'clock now, ready to go. Had a little fire last night. And yeah, hello Moe.
Hi.
Reg om te rol.
Ready. Lekker.
Is jy reg?
Amper daar.
Amper daar.
Amper daar. Ik ga even checken of ons baie gras en waar hy uit.
Ja, ja.
On our way to Gebabes, we picked up a number of little niggles. My Fortuner's main battery's positive terminal started giving issues, and I also got a flat tire just outside of town. Luckily, it was nothing too serious and we could get it sorted out the next day. That evening at Kohoro outside Gebabes, the temperature got down to -3 degrees, which was to say the least a bit unpleasant, especially coming from the hot weather in the north. Okay, so we are on our way to Anib, which is a safari lodge type place. It's just outside Stabriet, near Marienthal. We are heading down from Gebabes. We stayed about 50 kilometers outside Gebabes last night at a place called Kohoro. Fairly new, very nice, actually proper nice. Only 2 camp spots, but a nice vibe. We had to get my one wheel plugged this morning in Gebabes. Checked some wheel alignment stuff with the other car that's with us. Had a super long day yesterday of driving between Tumkwe and Gebabes. The road wasn't too bad, but it took us quite a while. We had some issues, including the punctured tire. And yeah, so we're sleeping at Anib tonight, and then we're heading to Ai Ais for 2 days. So heading past the Fish River Canyon and so on. So quite keen for tomorrow. Hopefully we can sleep in a cabin tonight. We'll see. Just to have a little bit of a break, and then yeah, almost heading up. So we are at Anib Safari Lodge. Came here at 3 o'clock. Decided not to camp. We booked this awesome, they call it camp to go. It's basically just a tented camp. But it's brand new, such a vibe on the dunes. Having a little just normal braai tonight. Some chops and stuff. I am heading to Ai Ais tomorrow, and yeah, sunset's amazing. Look there, Kalahari sunset, such a vibe. Minouw's probably going to go and sleep early, and myself and Anton's going to just, well, have a braai, chill out, having a little drink, and yeah, don't have to be up that early tomorrow morning. Don't have to do much by setting or setting up camp, or packing up camp for that matter. Tomorrow morning, sorry, there's a little bat flying around, and yeah, I'm to see the Fish River Canyon tomorrow, and very almost sad that our trip's coming to an end. Such a vibe. Botswana's amazing. Namibia is awesome. Yeah. We are heading out to Ai Ais this morning. It's still quite early, the sun has just come up. Super nice.
Heading out to Ai Ais this morning. Sun has just come up. We are at Anib Kalahari Lodge in these new tented camps they've got, or tent and go they call it. There it is. Minouw closing the car. Nice sleeping in a bed for a change. Super cheap. I've got a Botswana card as well, and you get 40% off, and it's like 290 rand to stay per night. It's super cheap. It's luxury as well. So yeah, we don't have that far to go today. It's Fish River Canyons, Seeheim Hotel. Gonna be a nice day. Chill drive. Quite excited.
I was very excited to visit the Seeheim Hotel, a place I visited a number of times when I was younger and I have very fond memories of. Unfortunately, it has fallen into disrepair, which is pretty sad. Regardless, we had a beer and headed towards the Fish River Canyon.
What's your name, bro?
Oh, hy weet ons op kamera.
Dank u bietjie.
Soek oor daai handjie.
We are in between and Ai Ais. This is our last piece of gravel road that we'll be hitting this whole holiday. We are going past the Fish River Canyon now, and then we're going to go into Ai Ais. We're there for 2 days, and then we're going home. Just had a couple of stops at Seeheim at the hotel, which is not what it used to be. Something's weird there. Can't figure out exactly what, but it's not what it used to be. And then we stopped at a distillery, a gin distillery in the middle of nowhere, which was quite nice. And now we are on our way to the canyons.
So we are at the Fish River Canyon. So we are at the Fish River Canyon. Looks awesome. Took us a while, but here we are now hiking for day walkers. Heading to Ai Ais now. Last stop, long day. Gonna make some Stanrup when we get there. Quite keen. Haven't been to Ai Ais in like, I don't know, 20 years or something stupid. So we'll see what it looks like. But yeah, this place is awesome. I wish I could stay for longer, but unfortunately we don't have time. It's just such a vibe. It's the second largest canyon in the world after the Grand Canyon. So pretty impressive, to be honest. Here we go. We didn't film much at Ai Ais, as we were, to be honest, a bit busy relaxing in the hot water pools and lounging around. We did however spend one afternoon mending Anton's landing before our long journey back to Cape Town. Just left Ai Ais. Last night was our last night, heading back to Cape Town. It's about 800 kilometers, so it's a long day of driving with just tar road, most of it. We're just on a piece of gravel now. Crossing the border and then heading back. It's officially the end of our trip. Awesome trip, but it unfortunately is finishing now. The other guy that's with us, Anton, is still behind. Maybe having some car issues, but we'll see. Nothing too major at the moment. He's still driving. Hopefully there's nothing. It will be quite bad if we get some trouble on the last day, but hopefully not. And yeah, heading over the border now and finishing it off by driving quite far back to Cape Town. As we made our way back to Cape Town, we reflected on the amazing journey we had. As always, these trips feel too short and we would have easily stayed and explored for many more weeks. However, we had to get back to Cape Town where our normal daily lives were calling. We can't wait to go back on our next adventure. Thanks to everyone who watched the series. We really hope you enjoyed it and that it inspired you to go out and see the world around you. As always, please like and subscribe, and don't forget you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Cheers for now and see you on our next adventure.